Hey there YouTube, welcome to Big Mike Beard Wisdom. So today we're working on the Hyundai Sonata and we're replacing the cabin air filter. So similar to the way that your engine air filter filters the air that goes into the engine, your cabin air filter filters the air that goes through your HVAC system. And for this, I just went on Rock Auto real quick and picked up this Fram filter. This was a closeout one, so there might not be any of these left. But this one I went with because it has the activated carbon filter, and having a little bit of like a scent in your cabin air filter can make a huge difference. So back when, early 2000s and stuff like that, when I was first becoming a mechanic, is kind of when cabin air filters first started getting introduced into vehicles. And it's one of those things where it filters out leaves, dust. Pine needles are a big one because, when was the last time anyone heard a pine needle in their blower motor? It kind of sounds like a playing card and a bike spoke. And you can pretty much thank cabin air filters for that, for getting rid of that noise occurrence and stuff. Plus, it helps keep everything kind of cleaner. And all in all, I really like it. But having that activated carbon makes a big difference because the high-end cars at the time had carbon air filters and stuff like that. So like your Mercedes, maybe BMW. I don't remember if Audi had them or not and stuff like that. But it was amazing the difference between when you drive past things. So maybe you drive past a particularly stinky area. So be it a sewage treatment plant or say a farm or something like that, or just something that smells bad in general. So having a filter with the activated carbon or some type of scent elimination kind of thing will help keep that filtered out. That way you don't have to all of a sudden go, oh no, something stinky, quick, flip it inside. And then on like your 15 through like 18 Sonatas, so similar body style as mine, it's pretty simple. So just go to your glove box, open it. You'll have a little strut over here. What you can do is just push down on the finger, slide this way. So now that's loose. Then you've got two tabs, one on each side. So you take that one out, and all you're doing is just rotating it lefty-loosey. And you can kind of see how the holes are set up. That way they pretty much only rotate left to take it out. When you install it, you'll rotate it right, and then you'll feel it lock in. You can drop this down, and right there is the door to your cabin air filter. So on this side here, you give that a little squeeze on those fingers. You can open it up, and there's the cabin air filter. Pretty simple to get to, nice and easy. This one's probably going to be pretty nasty. So I changed this cabin air filter quite a while ago and put a carbon one in, just like what we're putting in now. I don't think it was the same brand, but made a huge difference because the factory one was just a simple paper one. But if you don't change these regularly, or maybe as often as you should, they can get pretty gross. So you can see lots of leaves. So without this cabin air filter, all that would be passing through your vents. So it's always interesting to take a peek inside to see if you have to vacuum out any leaves or something like that. This looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the vacuum and just kind of hit along the ridge and see if we catch anything up top, just to make sure that I don't have anything that might have dropped in as I pulled it out. But when you open these, you can definitely see how much junk is in there. And you can get in there with most shop vacs and stuff like that. This is something that I picked up from Harbor Freight a couple months ago. I've used it on a couple other projects. Pretty simple, just a little tiny hand vac. The nice thing with it is that the actual hose is pretty small. So compared to my thumb, you can see it's just a little bit wider. So nice and small size-wise, and really easy to maneuver around. And this should get inside of the cabin air filter area pretty simply, especially with this little nozzle here. So whereas like my full size like 15-gallon one or something like that, or maybe it's 20, I don't remember, that one you can barely get the nozzle in. And of course, if you're in a pinch or something like that, or there's like seemingly no air filters available in the area, you can vacuum these out too. I mean, essentially it's a paper filter and stuff, so the life expectancy isn't overly long. So you're extending a little bit of life out of it, but I mean, it's way easier just to replace this. So here's the new one. You can kind of see the little bit of like coloration to it. So if this was pure white, then it'd be just like a standard paper filter, but this definitely has a little bit of like the carbon in it. And a lot of times your air filter will have a direction, so it'll say airflow this way. So like right there. And on here, this one has an airflow down that way. So similar pleating style. So at the edge is a pleat that works its way down. This one here, edge, pleat that works its way down. So make sure the airflow is going the right way. You've got the right orientation for it. So, because this isn't a perfect square, so it doesn't go in just any way you want. And then go ahead and just slide it in. As I'm putting this in, I can kind of feel it like kind of like bottoming out a little bit. So you just want to be careful because sometimes it'll droop down and in. So hopefully it goes in nice and flat and easy. So that's all the way in. Go ahead and put this little door thing back on. Let me see, I think it goes this way. And just like that, you're all good to go. Then you want to install these clips back in. So kind of lift this back up. To make it easier, go ahead and hook this back on. So that'll just slip over. Now it's kind of held in place. You want to be careful because you don't want to apply downward pressure on here and damage that little shock. So just use it to kind of hold it. Don't use it to like support it, like with any kind of force or with like the door and stuff on it. Then get that so it slips in. Rotate it. You heard it click. That's all good to go. Follow suit with the other side. So get it so it sets in. Rotate it. That one didn't have the loud audible click, but you definitely felt it stop. So that's all good to go. You're able to put your manual and all the other paperwork back in there. And now to test it. So you always want to check it just in case there's leaves or pine needles or something that bypassed when you did change the filter and stuff. So something that dropped down and is now about to blow out. So I've got it started. We'll go ahead and turn the AC on. Crank it up to max. There's no weird noises, so I don't have any kind of like card in the bike spoke noises or like a floppy leaf noise in there and stuff like that. There's also no weird whistles, which can happen if something's not quite tight. Everything sounds pretty good through the speeds. So we're all good to go. So if you've got a similar body style, so similar front end, Hyundai Sonata is this. So that should be like your 15 through 18. It's pretty simple to change out your cabin air filter. Not even a real issue. You probably do it in faster than I made this video. But it definitely helps get rid of all this funky stuff that's in there that you don't need. Because this does kind of wind up restricting a little bit of the airflow. So now you'll have a nice good filter that's not probably semi-clogging up. And then if you go with like an activated carbon one, you can have a little bit of help with funky smells. I know up here in Minnesota, we've got a lot of farmland, And sometimes the turkey farms or the chicken farms or the pig farms that are close to the highway, oh boy, you know when you go buy one. But having a, charcoal or something that helps with smells does a lot of good when it comes to that, because then you're like, oh man, I completely forgot there was a farm over there. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll check you next time. I don't know if I had this in here for like 30,000 miles. Probably. It's amazing how dirty it gets.